Social media clouds, guys. Maggie, ¿tú has escuchado la expresión social media clouds? Esto de aquí. Clouds, esta expresión, clouds. Social media clouds.
To me, clout is like the views that you get out of doing something on social media, but I don't know if that's the right definition of it.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much clout is recognition. Getting social media recognition. Like, validation. When you get you get all the likes and all the recognition from whatever you do on social media. So, the reason why I want to bring this up is because, Jania, do you think people are going crazy about this social media recognition? Porque me refiero a unknown people. I'm not talking about famous people. I'm talking about regular people. A random girl or a random guy who has 1,000 followers on Instagram or 500 followers on Instagram, and they obsess with the idea of, I need to upload cool stuff because I need people to say, what an exciting life you have. And you want to get that social clout. Quieres como conseguir ese reconocimiento social constante y validación social. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, definitely, especially among young people. I remember last time when I was here, I was telling that I was super happy. I'm super happy that I had the Instagram when I was 16, maybe, first time, because I think if I had it before, I would become crazy.
Porque tú te abriste cuenta at 16.
I feel super sad. Like, I'm super sorry for children, for teenagers who now, like, 12 years old, they already have Instagram. They like looking at all these girls, if they're girls, like famous girls, all these shapes, whatever. But no, I remember when I was, I think, 17, and I was like, Mom, like, look at this girl, like, and I was a teenager, I felt like this, I felt envy a bit, like I felt jealous.
Yeah, sure.
And my mom was like, when we were young, said to me, when we were younger, we could compare ourselves only with real people around us.
That's
and
a good point.
I memorized it, and I looked around myself, like, and I was like, I don't have anyone to compare myself with, and I was like, this thing like still in my mind, and I only can feel jealous in some kind of way only to real people around me, and unless I have them, I don't feel this way. So I feel great because all these people on Instagram, I honestly, if we talk about like all these models, whatever, I personally never seen all of them, none of them in my real life in front of me the same way as they are like. And it's like, when I see you, I talk to you, then I will say you're beautiful or whatever. I can feel this, have this feeling inside, but otherwise, no.
Yeah. Let's grab onto that idea that you brought up, Zhenya, at the fact of comparing yourself with other people, either be it real life or online. ¿Tú piensas que compararse con la gente constantemente tiene ventajas o desventajas? ¿Son más las desventajas que tiene eso de compararse?
Creo que depende de tu personalidad. Para mí es un desventaja porque me comparé mucho a la gente y me comparé mucho en el sentido que voy a decir, esta persona puede hacer algo que yo no puedo y esta persona es como así, puede hacer todo eso cool stuff.
Yeah.
Y yo no. Y no sé, y todo en Instagram, TikTok, la gente parece como tan inteligente.
Claro, exacto.
It's something that I struggle a lot with, just like feeling super fucking dumb. And feeling like my thoughts, feelings, opinions, anything like that, it won't be
relevant. Like you feel irrelevant.
I really feel irrelevant.
And
I've like even like real life or social media life, I compare myself to people a lot. That's something I do.
No, I remember in COVID times when everyone were on TikTok and you were looking at Instagram or TikTok and today I woke up at 6 o'clock and I did this. I learned 2 languages.
Yeah.
I cooked 10 dishes, and it's like,
like what am I doing with my life here? Huh?
And phone goes through the window.
No, 100%. And listen, you need to understand, these people that with hundreds of thousands of followers or millions of followers, these people are the 0.01% of Instagram and TikTok. These people are like exceptions, but the same way. How many times you see someone who makes 10 times as much as you do and can do all sorts of things that you cannot do on the street? maybe you find them one out of, I don't know, 20,000 people. Like, it's not normal to see that kind of person walking around. It's uncommon, because that's the whole point of being exceptionally good, in something. In order to be exceptional, you need to do things different, but not everybody is going to be exceptional. Sometimes, for me, it's a matter of setting believable goals for yourself. Okay, this is a topic that a lot of people don't like to hear, because they think you're a loser. People that when they listen to you talking about setting up limits, not limits, but setting up boundaries, setting up realistic boundaries upon yourself, they think, oh, you say that because you're a loser, and you have realized that you cannot go any higher than that, so that's why you will go with the argument of setting realistic boundaries, But to me, no. To me, it's about really working with what you have, Listen, I'm not rich. I'm not an engineer. Yo no soy un ingeniero. Yo no soy rico. I'm not a top model. I'm an average guy, So I'm not gonna, open a thing that I'm gonna open a company and make $2 million in a year, and I'm not gonna get a top model, So I need to set up like realistic things to feel confident about what I have and what I can do, because otherwise I would feel like shit, like what you're saying, like I want to throw the smartphone out the window every single day, because you see these people all the time, and you get depressed. And to me, to us, I think it's something doable, because we are mature. We are mature, and we can take time to think about things. But for a teenager who's 15 or 16 or whatever, so maybe they still don't have the emotional maturity to come up with the idea, okay, let's take it easy, let's balance things out, and let's see what we can do with what we have, Entonces,
but I also think it's something you get like growing up, like the fact, like, stop sorry. My brain is resetting.
Okay.
No, just like the fact of like setting realistic boundaries for yourself and telling yourself like, okay, well, that's something I'm never gonna be able to do, and setting like realistic stuff. A 15-year-old is not gonna do that. You want to do great. You want to do things. You want to do great things, big things, and then you just like come around and realize that you won't.
Yeah. That's also a good point, because you said things that I'm never gonna be able to do. It's not so much that, but the fact of taking things one thing at a time.
Yeah.
To me, it's about, okay, this week I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to do my best to reach this goal. Next week I'll try to get the other goal. But first I need to get this. Otherwise, there's no point in worrying about 2 weeks' time. That's my take on everything. That's my take on my job, because I have a sort of job dealing with computer integration stuff. So it's the kind of job where you can become obsessed with thinking in advance, because if this fails, I better do this now, because if this fails, I need to be ready to do this and all that stuff. But for me, in your personal projects, for example, you want to publish a book, so let's say you need to think, okay, I'm gonna focus on finish the next chapter. When I'm done with the next chapter, I might think about the next one, and then the next, and then I might think of a good ending to wrap things up on the book,
Yeah, that's something that took me like a shit ton of years to be able to do, to just like stop, because I have like 1,000 of stories everywhere, in notebooks, in Wattpad, in my computer. Literally, it's all over the place. And when I would like start writing something, I'd go like around like 10 chapters or something, and then no more imagination, I'm drying up. And then I would get imagination for something else. So I'd start something else. And I started so many things that I never finished. So now I'm focusing on I just set up to myself like a goal of writing every single day. So that's something I do now. But I struggle a lot with that. Just being able to stop having the urge of starting something else when I already have something else to finish. Because then I'm never going to do anything with it. But I also think because we're on social media topic, it's TikTok, Instagram, it's really cool to show off what you're able to do. But I think I chose the wrong art because like it's when you see like someone who draws, who paints, they show you your stuff, you're like, oh, beautiful, you see it.
Yeah, it's visual.
With writing, you have to read it. It's annoying, I get it. A lot of people don't like to read. So I'm just like showing my stuff and read.
Yeah.
Have a nice 10 minutes reading.
Yeah, 100%. Also, you can teach tips about how to write as well, no? Besides talking about the content itself, you could type.
Yeah, I think I'm not entitled to teach anything at the moment because I'm like teaching myself. And I don't think I could like teach anything to anyone, given the fact that I have not published my book. I haven't even finished my book. I'm still on chapter 10. My chapters are long, but still.
Just 10.
Yeah, I know, right? So like, I wouldn't be able to give people like I wouldn't be in a position to give people any advice, I think.
Yeah, no, I got you. I see that. That's very humble of you too to recognize that because. Some people, because I see a lot of YouTubers that have book channels where they just give advice and maybe they are writing students and they have been writing for a year and they are already open a YouTube channel teaching how to write. But one day, some other day, maybe we could go to you could share some info about your book, maybe the topic or.
I would love to. Yeah. If that interests anybody. Then
because now I'm getting intrigued. I'm getting intrigued now that I know more or less about the kind of mindset that you have and the fantasy stuff and traveling.
It's really nothing that big. Like you won't change the world or anything. But
no, but it's cool. I mean, it's fantasizing.
I'm kind of proud of it. Because I have a hard time being proud of things that I make. Because usually I'm just like, yeah, well, it kind of sucks. But I'm kind of proud of that one.